All right, everybody, welcome back. Good evening. I know it's a little bit late, but I don't mind it so much for videos like this that I know are very niche. Earlier today, we took a look at some offensive college football prospects that caught my attention this week. Now we're going to do the defense. Again, focusing on certain positions, starting with nose tackle, where actually not a bad week overall. A lot of the top names played well. Christian Miller for Georgia. 5 tackles, including half a tackle for loss, which was the sack. One thing with Miller that's worth noting is that Georgia seems to be playing him as a 3 tech a lot lately. Earlier in the year, he was playing a lot of A gap stuff, but now he's starting to do the B gap stuff a little bit more. So take it for what it is. He's still capable of doing 1 tech stuff. Anyway, 2 pressures, 1 penalty. Georgia allowed about 150 rushing yards, 76 PFF grade. Back after the break. All right, guys, let's take a minute so I can tell you about Sleeper, a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on sports games in real time with other users. You can get the fastest scores, blazing fast sports news and sports alerts right at your fingertips. And of course, you can use Sleeper to play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. This is the way sports were meant to be enjoyed together. So download Sleeper today. Use promo code SBN to get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. And you can pair that with another promo they have right now where you can get a $20 entry free with no deposit required. So get both of those things going. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states and growing. So check out Sleeper today. Get to it and go have some fun with sports this year. Okay, so we got Caden McDonald, Ohio State. His job is always easy. One thing I'm noticing about a lot of these top Ohio State players, they don't play very much because the games they play in are always over so quickly. But 4 tackles, including a tackle for loss, had a quarterback pressure, 92 rushing yards. Purdue didn't try to run the ball very much against Ohio State, really. 4.2 yards a carry, 88.3 PFF. So that's pretty sterling, hard to beat. He's I don't know how much of a 1 tech he'll be looked at as in the NFL, but he's going to be a pretty coveted player in the draft, I think. Maybe so much so that he'll be obligated to be something of a 3 tech. And final guy, Dominique Orange of Iowa State, 3 tackles, including half a tackle for loss, a pressure, 64.5 PFF, not amazing, but still pretty solid. I like the nose tackles in this class, man. It's one area that I think has been consistently strong. Edge rushers, you got David Bailey and Romello Height, the dynamic duo over at Texas Tech. I feel like I talk about these two guys every week now because every week they're living in the backfield. And honestly, David Bailey is probably playing a little too good right now. I think he's kind of elevated himself into the top 20. Maybe his character concerns. I don't know a lot about his character concerns. I know he has them, though. Those would push him down. But as of right now, he looks like a top 20 pick. 4 tackles, including 1 for a loss, a pass batted down, and 8 pressures. 88.7. Romello had the identical stat line except just 4 pressures. It's still really good. 75.3. I mean, that's if we had more picks to play with, I would almost like want Bailey with my first rounder and Height with my second rounder to keep the duo together. Back after I tell you a little bit about my dad's metalwork. Hey everybody, Seahawks Brendan Nelson here to show you some really cool steel art for the 50th anniversary of the Seahawks and a Mariners medallion too, like the ones pictured above my head. My dad, aka Metal Hawk, has met over 300 Seahawks, dozens of Mariners, and some Sonics in his time, and now he's making unique steel art, special edition, and it can be yours for a donation directly to Fans for Good. Click the Facebook link down below for complete instructions. Back to the video. All right, Akeem Mesidor, haven't talked about him in a while. It's been the Ruben Bain party mostly in Miami, but Mesidor starred this week. 3.5 tackles for loss. So really, really getting it done in the backfield. A sack and a half, forced a fumble, had 5 quarterback pressures, 87.1 PFF grade. I mean, that's He's definitely going to be drafted. Obviously, he's more of a day 2 or maybe even day 3 pick, but some interesting stuff with him. Mikhail Kamara of Iowa. He's having a really weird year. He's got like 40-something pressures, but only 1 sack. So he's either the unluckiest pass rusher alive or he just has problems finishing the play. But he does disrupt. 2 tackles, 1 for a loss, 8 pressures, did have a penalty, 68.9. Final guy, new guy here, Clev Lubin of Louisville. 10 tackles leading the team, including a tackle for loss, 6 pressures, 82.6. Again, maybe not necessarily the guy you want to finish the job, but he is causing disruption in the backfield. Linebacker, pretty good week for linebackers overall. This linebacker class is starting to grow on me a little bit. Sonny Styles, the currently considered the lesser of the 2 Ohio State linebackers. I think he was a little bit better this week, more high profile. 5 tackles, and he broke up a pass. Allowed 1 catch on 2 targets for 5 yards, 81.6. CJ Allen of Georgia, guy that I'm really, really into as far as blue chip linebackers. 6 tackles, half a tackle for loss, half a sack. The tackle for loss was a sack. 2 pressures, allowed 1 catch on 2 targets for 11 yards, 73 PFF grade. Really liking what he's doing. He's a lot of fun. Harold Perkins, though, this is the guy that is really, I think, really deserving of some attention right now because Harold Perkins, very well hyped last year, got hurt, trying to kind of change positions. He's an edge rusher, but he's also a linebacker. There's a lot going on with Harold Perkins. For the most part this year, he's been a mess. And it's not surprising because he is fighting his way back from an injury. But this game, 9 tackles, including a sack, forced a fumble, recovered a fumble, did allow 40 yards in coverage on 5 targets, which isn't great, but it was the first time this year you really felt his presence, I think. 82.1 PFF. Deontay Lawson of Alabama, 9 tackles, including half a tackle for loss. Allowed 2 catches, but only for 3 yards, so no problems. 85.2. He's like a 3rd-tier linebacker in this class, but I really like him. And maybe even 4th tier is Jacob Rodriguez, but he's putting up monster numbers this year, man. 14 tackles, 1 for a loss, had an interception, recovered a fumble. Did miss 2 tackles, but when you're making 14 tackles, I don't think missing 2 tackles is that big of a deal. Allowed 44 yards in coverage on 7 targets, not great, but when you're making that many plays, a lot is going to get forgiven. 81.5 PFF. So it's actually a pretty nice off-ball linebacker class, I think. And if the Seahawks decide they want to go for it here, I don't blame them at all. Finally, we got cornerback, some of the usual suspects. A couple of new names, though. Avion Terrell of Clemson, probably first rounder, probably out of range for Seattle, honestly. Had 2 sacks on 3 tackles and a pass broken up, and allowed 0 catches on 7 targets. You don't see that very often. 70 PFF grade. He did miss a tackle, whatever. We don't care. A.J. Harris of Penn State. Bad year for Penn State, but A.J. Harris is going to get some love in the draft. 8 tackles. Allowed 4 catches on 4 targets, but only 21 yards, which is fine. 67 PFF. Chris Johnson. This is going to be one of the small school guys that is really, really pushing up these boards lately for SDSU. He played the whole game. Only got targeted twice, allowed 1 catch for 1 yard. Only 2 tackles, but it was because he wasn't getting targeted. 77.1, excuse me. 77.1 PFF grade, really good. He's going to be a fun small school guy. Davison Igbinosun, we've talked about him a little bit before Ohio State. Both Ohio State corners here this week. 3 tackles, broke up a pass, missed 1 tackle. Allowed 2 catches on 7 targets for 13 yards, so less than 2 yards a target. Got pushed down a little bit by the penalty, but 68.6. Pretty good. It was the other guy who got the interception this week, however, for Ohio State. Only 1 tackle, but he had the pick, Jermaine Matthews, and he allowed 0 catches on 0 targets. Did not get looked up once. 72.1 PFF, pretty good. And that's it for this week. Let me know what you guys think about this group. I think we're really starting to hone in on the guys that we might really want, guys we might really covet. But more college football in the coming weeks to make these final decisions. All right. See you guys later. Go Hawks. Let me know what you think. And more videos tomorrow. Going to be on Twitch a little later tonight.